management specialist. But most importantly, she is the assistant to the general director. You are the assistant? Okay. So the more important is about the licenses. So all agar permit passes through her. So then the inspection of all nurseries and plantation of the entire region. Am I correct, ma'am, Elaine? You are in the inspection, yes, of the region, and all agar permit passes through you. The evaluation also passes through her. So take note of her name. And then what you
Plants and their parts, flowers and their parts, fruits and seeds, or whole wild plants including herbarium specimen. So why I discuss this? Because if you have planned to export or import, for example, mag-import kayo ng seeds, so you need to apply for import permit. So if you have to export the oil or mismo yung branches ng agar, you need to apply for export permit. Later, I will discuss about the export naman. Then next is the derivative. So the derivative refers to a substance material extracted or taken from plants, such as but not limited to oils, resins, gums, sap, or exudates, and chemical compounds directly or indirectly produced from plants or plant parts and or products or produced therefrom. So yung agar, ano po yung kinukuha nyo?
Yung resin.
If ang Philippines mismo is meron ng ano yan, anong tawag dito yun, sir, yung plano nyo before to para makuha po yung oil.
Distillation.
So, anytime pwede po tayo maka-export kung meron na po sila nung ano yan, yung inoculation nila or then, yun po, yung oil, before po yan siya ma-export, hindi po talaga ng export permit. So, next slide, please. So, propagation of treated species of wild flora or plants for trade or commercial purposes, 2017-11. If i-download nyo po yan with PDF, nakalist po on all plants na makikita sa Philippines is export or import permit. Next slide, please. So, example of this po ng mga treated species of wild flora or plants listed under DAO, the United States Scientists. Ito po yun. Hindi lang siya masyadong clear siguro sa screen. May critically endangered po tayo ng mga plants na makikita only in Philippines. Yung DAO po ng DNR na listed is only found in Philippines. Yung CITES po is all plants in all country na member. Yun po ang makikita doon sa listing niya, which is marami po talaga. Then sa Philippines po, yung Acalaria is under po siya ng CITES po talaga. Nakikita mo po doon is I think CITES 2 po siya, which is endangered species. So next slide please. Meron din po vulnerable and other threatened species. Under po sa DAO 2004-55, ang about po sa farming, breeding of wild animals for farming and propagation or cultured farming is nakafocus po yung checklist of requirements sa animals. So yung aming central office po, the Biodiversity Management Bureau, nag-send po siya ng memorandum dated, can you, okay lang po yun siya. Dated 21 June 2021 din siya. So yan po yung time ng pandemic, which is yung mga tao is na plantita at plantito, which is marami nag-i-occur sa office. Ano yung need na permit to apply to regulate their business, especially yung nag-business for commercial purposes na nagbibenta po ng mga plants under threatened species. So, ito pong memorandum ni Biodiversity Management Bureau, may nilagay po siya na checklist of requirements na pwede po mag-register any entity na kahit walang legal source, you can apply. As long as, number one po namin basis dito is ma-identify namin na existing facility po yung nag-a-apply. Beyond po yun sa June 23, 2021, ang yung SEC niya po or CDA is, ang registration niya is below po doon sa date ng memorandum ng galing ng BNB. So next slide please. Together the memorandum, kahit walang, yun nga po yung sabi ko, kahit wala pong legal source, may pinaan po sila ng mga annexes to be filled up by the applicant. Annex 1 about inventory or list of plant stock. So makikita po dyan ano po yung gusto niyong i-register, name of plants, quantity sa mga mother plants po, ilagay po sana secure or saan galing yung mother plants, then propagated plants. Then Annex 2 is the location map or farm, nursery, or laboratory or propagation facility. Then Annex 3 is the wild flora propagation plan. So, mag-prepare po ng origin of wild plant stock, state specific sources or locality. Second is propagation methods. Techniques adopted include brief description. Third is description of farm or nursery or laboratory or the propagation facility. Fourth is the staffing, describe the manpower resources, and fifth is the market or whether local or foreign. So i-include po dyan kung ano po talaga ng commercial propagation of certain species of wild plants. For existing establishment po, for example po, dito sa Region 7, tatlo po yung na-register ng wildlife culture permit. Isa na po dito yung Agar Care Philippines. Second is the Eva Botanicals in Nagas City. Third is the Crescents from Naga din sir, no? Naga. So sila po yung tatlong na-register, but sila pong tatlo is hindi po sila under sa existing establishment kasi based po na sabi nila sa office na yung SEC nila, yung date ng SEC nila is after na po sa memorandum na binigay July 14, 2021. So you can apply for this checklist of requirements. So first po, mag-fill up kayo ng duly accomplished application form. Proof of legal existence, yun nga. Yung basis namin dito is yung registration ng CDA or SEC. Then third, proof of scientific expertise, documents needed as follows. So, certificate of trainings, workshop on cultured farming, or horticulture certificate signed by certified horticulturists. Pili lang po kayo kung meron kayong certificate of trainings, pwede po yan siya. Or meron kayong horticulturist within your member of your corporation, pwede din. Then list on qualification of manpower. Fourth is financial plan showing financial capability to go into commercial propagation. Pwede po mag-question while talking or later na lang po. Sir, pwede later na lang sir. Para mag-isa po yung lahat ng concern nyo. Then I will go on sir. Thank you. So yun nga, yung to be filled up annexes, need siyang isubmit. Next slide please. For new establishment, sa DAO 2004-55, dito so, provide ko kayo ng proof of purchase, either sales invoice, official receipt, deed of sale. Or kung binigay po, deed of donation na naka-notarize. Then, copy po ng wildlife culture permit issued from the concerned DANR. Kung binili nyo sa doon sa Luzon, Mindanao, or dito sa Cebu. Third po is copy of local transport permit if yung source nyo is galing Luzon, ay galing Mindanao. Kung naka-transport ka within island to island, need po siya ng LTP. Then, certificate of registration from Security Exchange Commission for companies or an organization and association. Or for individual applicant, DTI registration. Kasi po yung wildlife culture permit is for commercial purposes. You need to apply for other agency para po ma-regulate yung pag-commercial. Then, fourth is proof of scientific expertise. So, yung documents needed nga is you are capable to ano yan, na marunong kang mag-culture. So, if meron kang training, yung training pwede yun siya. Then, if wala, if within your corporation, meron kayong horticulturist, magpa-certified lang, then list and qualification of manpower. Then financial plan showing financial capability to go into commercial propagation. So anyone po na mag-engage for propagation of certain plants is need po talaga you are financially stable to maintain your activities. Then to, also po, mag-pick up din po ng annexes, yung tatlo. Next slide please. So for case of direct planting, such as agarwood species, yun nga, need pa din po mag-secure na proof of acquisition. So we advise that everyone should buy those have permit, no? Because sila po yung legal na nagbibenta. So marami pong nagbibenta online. Yung mga seeds. Advice po namin na magbili kayo doon po sa mga permitting. Yan nga, need ka ng proof of purchase if binili. Then, kung binigay sa inyo deed of donation. Then, copy of wildlife culture permit. Draft daw na ginawa si Biodiversity Management Bureau. Ang one po doon na requirements is plant within titled lot. Yun po yung nakalagay doon. Draft daw pa po yun. So, advice po namin magtanim po kayo sa titled lot. Then, if apply for wildlife culture permit, Apply po kayo ng wildlife culture permit if the plantation is already established and ready to harvest. Ready to harvest, pwede na po kayo mag-apply ng wildlife culture permit. Then, yun pong na direct planting, pwede din po kayo mag-apply ng PTPR, Private Tree Plantation Ownership. Doon po kayo mag-apply sa Senro, Concerned Senro ng DENR. If saan po yun na-locate yung plantation nyo, doon po kayo mag-apply if saan kayo na-under ng Senro ng DENR. Yun po yung advice namin. Advice po namin ito para po at in the end po na mag-harvest kayo is wala na pong problema kasi may permit na po kayo. Next slide please. So, about naman po sa local transport permit, LTP is the permit authorizing an individual or entity to bring, carry, or ship wildlife flora acquired from legal sources from the point of origin to the final destination acquired from legal sources. If mag-a-apply po kayo ng LTP tapos hindi po acquired from legal sources, hindi po kayo may-issuean kasi sa list of requirement po ng LTP, yun nga, ito po yung list ng requirements ng legal basis sa DAO number 2004-55 section 7. May application form na pipilapan, inspection and verification ng plans ng by Senro, then documents supporting the legal possession or acquisition of wildlife. So yun nga, hanapin pa rin yung OR or date of sales, kung saan nyo binili yung seedlings or yung seeds. Then payment po niya is 100 pesos only. Ay may phytosanitary certificate. Ito po siya is before po ma-ship yung product nyo or yung dadalan yung seedlings. For example, sa PR kayo, hindi po yan ma-ship kung wala kayong permit from DA. Yung sa Bureau of Quarantine. So, magsisecure pa rin kayo ng shipping permit from them. Pero wala pong problema kasi may i-charge po sila doon sa every PR nila. PR or sa port area. Then, ang sa airport naman, meron din in-charge. Then, they can issue anytime. Next slide, please. So, ito naman po, yung about sa international regulation, ayon ng byproducts, yung barks niya, hindi pa siya oil. So you need to secure for CITES export permit. It is a permit authorizing an individual to bring, send, or transport wildlife listed under the CITES appendices, including its byproduct or derivatives from the Philippines to the other countries. Requirements legal basis is DAO number 2004-55 section 8. So may application form na pipilapan, inspection of wildlife derivatives or byproducts by the DNR within 3 days. Documents supporting the legal possession or acquisition of wildlife. So yun, hanap. For example ng plants na i-export nyo is yung derivatives or byproducts. Dapat yung i-attach nyo is wildlife culture permit. Yung i-attach nyo po. Then, for example, binili nyo lang dito sa permittee, attach kayo ng proof of purchase. Pero kung si holder mismo ang mag-i-export, si Agar Care Philippines mismo ang mag-i-export, yung wildlife culture permit nga lang po ang need i-attach. Then back export declaration if commercial purposes. Then LTPF applicable if yung product na is galing pa ng Bohol, ita-transport ng Cebu kasi nandito yung international airport, so you need to secure an LTP. Then phytosanitary. If yung bark mismo, hindi siya ng phytosanitary. Pero yung byproduct na, yung oil na, no need na ng phytosanitary. Yun lang pong need ng phytosanitary if yung live plants o yung mga bark baka kasi mayroong mga dalang insects or yung mga sakit. So need siya talaga ng phytosanitary na may secure siya under sa BPI, Bureau of Plant Industry. Next, okay. May note po doon, for naturally growing trees, may law po under sa Forest Management Bureau na all plants na naturally growing banned for export. May regulation po yung DNR. Basta naturally growing, banned for export po siya. Ano po meaning ng naturally growing? Makikita po siya, for example, sa timberland ba yun, sir?
Virgin Forest.
Naturally grown, hindi siya walang intervention by human. So, bawal po siya for export.
Ibon lang nagdala ng delikado.
Next, for import permit naman, so CITES import permit, a permit authorizing an individual to bring into Philippines wildlife listed under the CITES, appendices, including its byproduct or derivatives from the other country. So, mayroong plan dito na mag-import ng seeds from other country to Philippines, na-identify si DMB, yung central office namin na allowed siya i-import yung seeds. Aside from doon, na especially ako familiar doon sa akat but aside from doon sa akat na species na kakalaria, isadihan pa po yung seeds, baka kasi makakuha siya ng, maging invasive siya dito sa Philippines. So, upon the approval, i-check pa po yan ng DMB. Yan nga po, need po ng export permit from exporting country. So, if mag-apply ka ng import permit, you should apply. For example, Malaysia yung galing yung seed, mag-apply ka sa Malaysia ng export permit. Then, ang permit po talaga is CITES, hindi po certificate of origin, hindi po. CITES export permit from, for example, Malaysia ang nag-issue. Then one of the requirement ng import permit na issue ni DENR is yung in-issue ni Malaysia na export permit. So dapat po approve na export permit. Then for live specimen, for example, sa plants, veterinary po yun siya. Pero kung sa plants, phytosanitary certificate, issued General Executive Director. Duration niya po is 3 to 5 years. So, magdidepende po sa DENR kung ano ibibigay sa inyo, 3 years or 5 years. Pero
Specialist. But most importantly, she is the assistant to the General Director. You are the assistant? Okay. So, the more important is about the licenses. So, all agar permit passes through her. So, then the inspection of all nurseries and plantation of the entire region. Am I correct, ma'am, Elaine? You are in the inspection, yes, of the region, and all agar permit passes through you. The evaluation also passes through her. So take note of her name. And then, while you are out here, you have